has been over a month since 2.2 initially dropped on December 19th, 2023, and I think that this is enough time for me to finally formulate my full opinion in regards to 2.2 as of the 2.204 hotfix update. To start off, I must say that the release of 2.2 was surprisingly stable considering the game was rebuilt from the ground up. This does not mean that there were no issues in the update's launch. There were many, mainly minor issues, but there were also some very big ones. One example would be the slope physics bug, which as of 2.204 is still not fixed. In regards of the content itself, there were a lot of discourse about whether or not 2.2 is big enough or worth it due to the removed content, and honestly, there is no objective answer to that. But I will say for me personally, I think that 2.2 is absolutely worth the wait. And just from the editor content alone, it's so massive. It's enough to extend the game's lifespan by another decade. Or maybe, who knows, maybe it would run forever. As for Dash, which is one of the new main levels, I think it's amazing. The level shows off clean 2.2 new features, it has a straightforward gameplay, possibly you can sight read it, and the whole gameplay overall was just fun. Some people were complaining about Dash was too easy, but it's 1 out of 2 levels, and we still have Explorers, which will be the new demon, and I think Explorers will kick our asses. Anyway, let's move to the massive elephant in the room, which is the platformer. I have a lot to say about the mechanics. First up, I want to touch upon the tower, which is the chain of the main levels that introduces the new major game mode. The levels themselves are good at introducing the game mode, as well as just showing off what's possible when making a platformer level. All of the 4 levels were not that hard, but there was one part which I struggled on. It's the elevator. It's so hard to focus on what's coming left, right, and the bottom spikes. It's pretty hard, but after a few attempts, it's pretty doable. October! In order to get coins in the levels, there's 3 requirements for the Rob Top coins. The first one is collect all the yellow coins that lie on your path. The second coin is for collecting 3 blue coins, which are more hidden. They could also be hidden in some hidden walls, or maybe rotating with a spike ball, which I think is just a stupid coin. The last coin you get by speedrunning the level in a specific time. Going back to the blue hidden coins, some of the blue coins placement suck in my opinion. How would I know that I need to jump at this coin 3 or 4 times? Or about that spike ball I talked earlier, you literally have to wait like 20 seconds and do nothing and just watch the balls rotate. Oh yeah, and another thing I find not that cool is the choice of music for the levels. I think it's lacking on impact because it's all just royalty-free music. But other than that, it was pretty cool. And then I encountered the final boss on floor 1. Oh boy. So when I first encountered the final boss, I was excited and very impressed that RobTop had managed to create a full-fledged boss fight in GD. Like a literally proper one. Unfortunately, after dying a couple times, the boss felt more and more basic, if I can say so. He has only 3 attacks, with only one of them being even remotely interesting, which is the ground slam attack, which also shows up very late in the phase. The fireball and laser attacks just lack any form of intensity and just feel really boring. Like, come on Rob, you could add some nice shake when he does the laser. It gives the laser so much more power to it. Anyway, enough ranting about the boss. Let me talk about some of the community-made platformer levels. I think they're pretty decent most of the time, with a few outliners. As you know, RobTop has stated that the standards will be very low in the early times of 2.2, which we saw, so I try not to set my expectations too high. Even though the majority of the platformer community levels are rather boring, there's some very unique and technically impressive platformers, like that one Five Nights at Freddy's game. The biggest issue with platformer for me is the checkpoint system. While I know the challenge has to be beat a whole platform level in one sitting, but think about this. You're grinding an 2-hour extreme demon platformer, which will release maybe in a year, and you get like far. You get to the second to last checkpoint, but it's midnight. You have to sleep. What do? You either close the game and restart the whole level from the beginning again, or you just leave your PC on overnight so Geometry Dash won't close in order to not lose your progress in the checkpoint. Now, how to fix that is easy. Just implement a temporary checkpoint system, meaning whenever you reach a checkpoint, it will be locked forever. So you could play like 5 different extreme demons, leave them, and come back at the checkpoint you already collected. RobTop also talked about this, and he confirmed that he will add something like this. In terms of icons, I feel there's enough variety of icons to satisfy anyone's design taste, and I think the new color system for icons is a big step in the right direction. I hope that Drop Top would allow us to complete custom colors via color wheel or something. However, I do not like the fact that half of the icons require you to essentially open 5,000 loot boxes in the treasure room. In conclusion, 2.2 is an amazing update marred by technical issues and some questionable design choices. However, with the many hotfix updates we've been getting, I am optimistic that all of the issues will resolve at some point. I'm personally very happy with the direction the game is going. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. Thank you for watching and listening. Stay tuned for more 2.2 gameplay content. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.